Hi, and welcome back to the 40-day upload challenge and embracing the race. Today is day 19, and I'm outside again. It's lovely. I think it's getting close to, well, my little thermostat inside says maybe close to 70, 65. Just almost to where I don't need long sleeves, but the little breeze always just gets me. And so if I'm squinting, that sun is so bright and I'm sorry, but I wanted to do it outside. Today is called Blind Faith. And oh man, those pages are bright. Okay. The verse she starts off with is Psalm 32, verse 8. I will instruct you and teach you in the way you should go. I will guide you with my eye upon you. I don't know if you can hear him, but my dog is upset that I'm out here right now. So she starts talking off how she was at a race and she noticed as they were getting ready to start that somebody came up beside her, and she noticed this particular runner had a tether around his waist and that there was somebody holding the other end, and the other end was being held by somebody with a bright orange vest that said guide. So she was talking about how amazing she thought it was that there was someone who was blind that was going to be running this half marathon and looked just completely at ease, didn't look nervous, and that it must have been that he had great trust in his guide. And she goes to relate this to our faith and how God really wants us to have that kind of trust in him in our Christian walk. So often we're guilty of untying the rope that connects us to God and decide what to do things our own way. Thinking we know better and don't need his help, we let go of the rope. Then we wonder later how we got off track and why we crashed and burned from something we didn't see before. Why do we doubt? Why don't we trust? And I got to thinking this, you've obviously heard me mention probably many times over the past days that I've been doing this, that like I'm a worrywart, and this is exactly, what I had to overcome, is thinking that God didn't have control, or that God couldn't handle a particular situation, that I needed to, keep a tight grip on it and try to fix it myself. And it doesn't work. He's way better at it than I am. And she talks about how the runner wasn't anxious because he trusted his guide. And so how do we do that with our faith in God, is that we stay firmly attached to him, just like the blind runner was attached to a guide, and the guide, was going to make sure that nothing happened to this runner. And we seek him. Wherever you are, and this is her closing, wherever you are, I encourage you to hold tightly to God. Whatever your struggle, he will show you the next step. Stay close to him because he knows what's up ahead. It might not be easy, but he promises to be with you every step of the way. And there it is again. It may not be easy, but a lot of times the answer is simple. All right, questions. Is your rope tied tightly to your heavenly guide? I really, really hope so. Like I've said, it's something that I work on. I feel like I've been doing a lot better in the past year or two, and especially when everything happened last year. I could have gone back to that place where I was, physically sick from anxiety and worry, because no one knew what was going on, and it was just a crazy, crazy time. But I was able to remember how I did not like feeling that way, and I made sure I had this out here with me today, because this is how you stay grounded right here. In the beginning of John, one of the Gospels, I'm pretty sure it's John, it says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. This is how we cultivate that relationship, and how we stay close is his Word. Do you trust God to help you navigate the unknown road up ahead? Yes. Correct answer is yes. But it's that whole thing. It may not be easy, but it's just so simple. To bring bring issues, bring problems, bring worry, bring anxiety, just bring it to him. I mean, if you're a parent and your kids are having a problem with something, I mean, you want them to come to you, and God is so much that way and even more. He's our creator. We're his favorite thing that he created. And, you know, all he wants is to have that relationship. Can you identify times when you've let go of the rope? What were the consequences of letting go? Well, I've talked about with me, with my anxiety and stress and stuff, it can make me physically sick, where I don't feel like eating, and if I try to eat, it makes me feel even more sick, and I get headaches. And sometimes I still do get stress headaches, and sometimes I can't even identify the problem that's giving me that stress headache, but I know what the headache feels like, a tension headache, you know. So even if I can't, and this is a good point. Even if I'm getting that tension headache, even if I can't identify exactly what is causing it, I'm still going to have quiet time, listen to good music, read this, and just say, God, whatever this is that I'm worried about, even though I can't even identify it, you know, help me through it, type deal. I'm trying to think of a specific time. I have a hard time pinpointing a specific time, especially when I'm doing these questions on the fly. But, you know, being, I'm a step parent, so either being a step parent or just being a parent, it's probably really easy to think of a time where you want to do right by your kids and teach them the right way to go and all of that, and that can be very stress-inducing, especially when they're teenagers and they're so close to being off on their own, and you want them to have such a good life, and you hope that they remember everything that you've shown them and taught them, that this is where the good life comes from, is putting your trust here. All right, she says, keep your rope tightly tied and stay close to your Savior. And she ends with Psalm 25, verses 4 through 6. Show me your ways, O Lord, teach me your paths. Guide me in your truth and teach me, for you are God, my Savior, and my hope is in you all day long. Love that word hope. That's why I wear it on my finger. But, so that was a really good one. I've seen, every so often I see those guide runners with those blind runners, and I just find it so amazing that that they're able to train and to complete those races. I can't, I'm sitting here and I close my eyes, can't see anything, and how scary it must be, even just to walk, but to run and just not know what's coming ahead of you. It really does take a lot of trust. And that's life right there. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow or even the rest of today. And that's why I need something to put that hope in. So I hope everyone's doing well, and I will see you tomorrow.